on the windowsill, then...
Maybe she will be believing the other parts of the dream. But when do we go?
What, tonight, of course.
Oh, then we better get cracking.
Let's get cracking.
In a flash, he went to the shelf and collected dozens of bottles.
The dreams about giggle houses and boggle houses. Dreams about giant land.
And he took the tops off all the little jars and began mixing the contents of the little jars into one huge jar.
Hand me that jar there.
Dreams about giggle houses.
And boggle houses.
And this went on for several long moments until finally he had added the last ingredient.
And now for the mixy mixture. All right. Oh.
Well, it looks evil.
Oh.
It's wiggling about. I think it's trying to get me.
That's because it's a trouble humper. Oh.
Trouble humper? But I don't want to give the queen a trouble humper.
If I'm giving the queen a dream about giants guzzling beans, what do you expect but a trouble humper? I don't think the queen will mind having a nightmare if it means the giants stop guzzling beans.
Yeah, you're right. So that's it then. Ready?
When I be blowing this dream in, she will dream of every single thing we talked about.
About giants?
Yep.
And giant land?
Oh, yes.
And the BFG?
I'm there too.
And me?
That part especially strong.
I like that. That's everything. Let's go.
So the BFG packed up his suitcase, grabbed Sophie, and in long strides they covered the ocean in no time, and before they knew it, they were in jolly old England.
Here we are in England.
We don't want anyone to see us.
Why, forget I do this all the time. I never get caught. Now, oh, rat maggots! I was lost!
We're in Hyde Park.
How is you knowing where the castle palace is?
The house is just a few blocks that way.
Well, how do you know?
There's a sign just there.
Oh.
And sure enough, the sign pointed them right to the palace, and before they knew it, they were in the queen's backyard.
We're here!
But
Now we just have to figure out which bedroom is the queen.
there must be 100 bedrooms in this castle palace. Wait,
What are you doing?
I am listening. If the queen is sleeping, I can tell where she is. Oh, here! This is it!
Are you sure?
See for yourself.
And he placed her on the windowsill, and when Sophie peeked through the curtains, she saw a face that she knew very well.
It's the queen!
Now I must act fast.
So he opened his suitcase and pulled out the trumpet and poured the contents of the jar into the end of the long horn, and then he blew.
You did it! You gave her the tree!
Now I must go hide.
Over there, behind that big tree. You should be safe there.
Okay.
How long does it take for the tree to work?
Hard to say. Sometimes an hour, sometimes less. The important thing is you hang loose to this windowsill, and when you're ready for me, call out.
Are you sure you'll hear me?
Oh, you forget, I have these.
Oh, right. Well, goodbye then.
Bye.
And Sophie turned around so she could watch the dream unfold. And in just a few moments, she could tell that something was happening.
Oh no! Help somebody! No, don't you dare!
And she knew the dream was working.
Oh, somebody help him! Hold me! Hold me!
Just then, the queen's valet came knocking at the door.
Pardon your majesty. It seems you have
bad dream.
Oh, dear, jeez. I was having the most horrible dreams. I dreamed that all over England, little boys and little girls are being smashed out of their beds and eaten by nasty looking giants. Oh, this is so vivid. Oh, it's too silly. Oh, what is it, please? Oh, big girl, I can handle a bad dream over there.
Well, no, ma'am. It's just, well, here. See for yourself. Dozens of boys and girls were taken from their beds while they were sleeping.
Oh, they weren't eaten by giants, please. It's just rubbish.
No, of course not, ma'am.
13 girls from Eton, 14 boys from Staffordshire.
Just like your dream.
What that part about giants, Steve? That's rubbish.
Of course, ma'am. Shall I draw your curtain?
Yes, please do. What the? Oh, my goodness!
How did you get there, young lady? Who put you there?
Oh, my Jeeves.
Sophie didn't say a word. She just stared at the queen.
My Jeeves, tell me, is there a little girl on my windowsill staring at me?
Yes, your majesty. A very naughty one.
Good morning, Your Majesty.
Oh, don't! Oh, my goodness. Gee, this is in my dream. I think in my dream, I dreamt that there was a little girl sitting on my windowsill, and I dreamt that she would tell me where to find the giants.
I will, Your Majesty.
Oh, why are they going to eat me?
No.
How did you get there? Yeah.
Well, a very friendly giant came.
Oh,
He placed me on his windowsill.
no! You sure he's not going to eat me?
No, he's here to help. He's here to tell you where to find all the other giants. Shall I call him?
You the queen.
Please do.
Okay. And don't worry, Your Majesty. He's my best friend in the whole world. BFG! The Queen would like to meet you!
And off in the distance a tree rustled, and before long the BFG appeared.
Oh, your majesty, I is your humble servant.
And Sophie proceeded to help the BFG explain to the Queen all about Giant Land and tell her where it was and what it was going to take to gather up all those giants and bring them back to England.
The helicopters? Are you sure?
Oh yes, helicopters is the only way to get the giants to stop guzzling the beans.
Very well, helicopters it is. But this all sounds like a very tall order of business, and you two look hungry. I'll order up some breakfast, and then after that, it's off to work for you.
Over breakfast, the BFG dined with the Queen's top generals, and they discussed what it was going to take to corral the giants and bring them back. And when they were done eating, they gathered 9 helicopters and miles of rope and the biggest nets in the English fishing fleets.
Very well, then. And Mr. BFG, since you've been so brave, I find it incumbent upon me to make you a member of the British Empire. Oh, Jeeves, spin.
And the Queen herself pinned on a beautiful blue and gold medal, signifying the BFG as one of her most favorite subjects.
And with the BFG in the lead, they were all off to Giant Land.
They flew over miles of ocean with the helicopters following.
Blimey, if this blow doesn't slow down, we're gonna blow a rubber!
Yeah. Hey, but wait, Captain. He's taking us off the map. Where are we going anyway?
Well, you know at the end of the atlas where there's 2 blank pages?
Yeah.
I believe we're going there!
And they looked down and could see Giant Land. The BFG had timed it perfectly, so it was very easy for the soldiers to tie up the giants, hoist them off the ground in their nets, and carry them away. But as they approached the last of the giant groups, one of them had an unfortunate accident.
I will help.
And the flesh-loving-eating giant did exactly as the BFG told him. He closed his eyes, put his hands and feet together, and... Ow!
What are you doing me now?
We're taking you back to England where the Queen has a special surprise for you and your disgusting friend.
And sure enough, the Queen's army took the giants back to England, where a huge pit was waiting for them, 200 feet deep and 100 feet across. And into the pit went the nasty, disgusting, child-eating monster.
And because the giants could no longer eat beans, they had to subsist on one thing only.
Snow scumber!
And the BFG, rather than go to the zoo with the Humpalumpuses, was given his very own house on the grounds of the Queen's palace. And because he had never gone to school, the Queen gave him his very own tutor, so he could learn to read and write proper.
Properly, dear girl. Yes, it's true. Within just a few short months, the BFG had become quite the gentleman, with a library of all the finest books.
And one day, the BFG decided to write his own book. He worked on it day and night, and rushed it to the Queen, who immediately had it put to press, where it became the smash bestseller. And the title of the book was...
Harry Potter